Now, Isaiah Sharp with the Idaho News 6 forecast.
Nice and clear skies, nice and warm temperatures. That was the story, not only for the Boise region, but for a majority of Idaho. It was a great summer day. Nothing too crazy when it came to the high temperatures. I think the warmest we really saw was Mountain Home at 95 degrees. One of the cooler temperatures up in McCall at 79. Everybody heading into tomorrow, though, going to take a couple degrees off when it comes to the temperatures, as we got a cold front that's going to move on in, and even into Friday, cooler on the way after that. 80 degrees currently at the Village at Meridian. Light winds on top of that, too. Let's take a look before we get to the temperatures, the drought monitor. If you notice on the screen, when it comes to southern Idaho, we've got abnormally dry for the Treasure Valley, even some extreme category for the Twin Falls region. But my eyes yesterday, really impressive, the exceptionally dry up in northern central Idaho, closer to Spokane. When it comes to rain, this is the area that needs it the most. And the good news is this cold front that's going to roll on in is going to drop the temperatures for us, but bring in a little bit of rain. They're actually experiencing some rain moving on in right now. So some great news with that low pressure system as it rolls on in. But let's take a look at that system as it makes its way into the Gem State. You can see the breezy and cooler conditions moving on into our area. You notice the little flakes of green on top of that too over the exceptionally dry areas we saw just a few moments ago. The hotter conditions, it was pretty impressive. It was 101 in Salt Lake City today. So this cold front coming in at a good time. Going to drop the temperatures for Idaho, probably drop the temperatures just a bit for Utah, which is very much needed. They're dealing with some wildfire activity on top of that too. So any help, whether it's in the cooler category or on top of that, anything else is needed right now to pass on through. So just be prepared heading into tomorrow, the afternoon time. Those breezes are going to start to pick on up, and the cooler weather expected tomorrow and moving into Friday. It's not going to last for long, though. Our 6 to 10 day outlook shows that too. The warmer than normal conditions starting to get a bit closer. This is the hotter than normal over the top of Eugene and Redding. It's going to continue to press on in as we further into the middle of August. The normal conditions going to be sitting prominently over Montana and parts of North Dakota, but heading into the rest of the month of August, we may see some warmer temperatures as that final kick of summer starts to make its way here in 2025. Taking a look at those temperatures for tomorrow, though, a nice cool down is on the way. We hit 91 today. Most of the region will be into the 80s, and those winds are going to start to pick on up late into the afternoon. During the daytime shouldn't be too bad, but I'm focusing more 6, 7, 8 o'clock is when those winds are going to pick up, and then Friday a little bit more breeze on the way too. Temperatures into the 70s for McCall, just barely though. 73 on the way for Cascade. Everybody else sitting into the 80s. Chances of thunderstorms expected, especially closer to that low pressure system. The way that this map is slanted doesn't really show it super well, but this is fairly close to northern Idaho. You can see a little bit of green on your screen up there. The northern portion of the western central mountains will see the most activity. Temperature is going to dip fairly impressive, going from 80s into 70s the next few days, but from 70s back into the 80s they go as we close out the weekend. So this cold front not going to last too long or have too much of an impact when it comes to the warm temperatures. And that's the same for the Treasure Valley too. We'll be in the 80s for the next few days. Heading into Saturday, we'll see 88. 83 will be the coolest that we see, but it's not going to last for too much longer. Clear skies expected heading into Monday, and the warmer temperatures expected along with that too. 96 by Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll pay attention to this trend too, because we might see a fairly hot close to the month of August.